Good Monday morning. Guess I've got a little more time before noon to say that it's still morning. I wanted to tell you that I've struggled with pain, something wicked this last week. And I think a lot of it had to do with having to go up and be mapped on a table for radiation where they make the plans and they tattoo and they've said, oh, you've got some tattoos from another radiation. We'll just use those. They did that in one place. So, yep, been doing this radiation thing for a long time. And you would think that I would remember that they don't do the radiating the very next day after they do the mapping. But I forgot it, and I had it in my head that that's what they were going to do, that they were going to get the radiation started right the next day. I had my bags all packed. I was going to stay with my friend in Bangor, and then they told me, oh, no, you're going to go home and we won't start this for another week. And the doctor left the office. I'm sitting there with my husband, and I just started bawling. You ever feel that way where you get something all planned, you think it's going to go a certain way, and then somebody throws a curveball and it just changes it all of a sudden? So I had to wait, go home, and I was being a baby, crying. But it's okay. Those times come, and I don't beat myself up for it. It's all right. Because there are lots of good things to be thankful for. So the radiation will start this Thursday. Anyway, back to the pain thing. I think some of it too, besides lying on that flat, hard table, as much as they tried to, give me something for my head, and that was kind of hard too, and something under my knees, but no, it didn't really work that well. And then I've been trying to do the physical therapy exercises every day. So maybe that's been putting extra stress on my lower back, and then it goes up to the part right across from where the kyphoplasty was done. And that, too, needed to be recovered from. The kyphoplasty, they said, take it easy for the next month, next couple weeks at least, and don't lift anything heavy. Well, I haven't always done that. It's easy to forget what they told you that you need to be careful of, especially when you feel like you feel okay. And so, anyway, after the radiation, I was a wreck. I've been really in a lot of pain, so I've tried to throw different things at that: heat and rest, and more pills, which I hate doing. So I've kept that at a minimum. Sorry about scratching. It seems like I get out here and there's probably little no-see-ums getting me, those tiny little bugs. Since it's still warm weather, it's even hotter than usual. So anyway, if I groan, it's because that pain struck me. So they're going to radiate a couple of places starting Thursday, and that will be for 10 days. So I will go up to Bangor next week and stay with my friend. Anyway, I was going to say that, I have the struggles, but I also have the joys. And people say to me, you just have such a good attitude, and you seem happy, and you're handling this so well, and you look good, and all this. And I think, well, why is that? Because sometimes I don't feel like I do, but I guess it comes across when you truly believe that everything's going to be okay no matter what. Even if you're hurting, then it comes across. I guess that's the fruit of the Spirit. So I am really trying to be grateful too for the good things, grateful for the things that really give me joy, like being with my family. And I was glad too that I got to see my chiropractor this morning. They got to fit me in. They were able to. So that was good, and I think that's helped a little bit with the pain. And last Saturday, even though I wasn't feeling that great, I was glad to be able to have my granddaughter over, the 10-year-old. And she wanted to have a tea party, and she said, let's do it outside. Let's have a picnic. So I said, you're going to have to do this because I can't lift on the things. You're just going to have to, and I can't get down on the ground and get up again. So she said, I'll take a chair out there for you. So she set the whole thing up. It was so cute. And I was glad, too, that the little things don't bother me like they used to. Like the fact that she slopped the cream pitcher on the tray, and then before it was over with, she absolutely spilled the whole thing. And it was okay, because what really matters the most is being with the people I love. And that was good. So we laughed it off and had a little tea with a little bit of grass in it from the cream. So it was okay. And we made skeleton cookies. That's a tradition. Got a special little cookie cutter that does that. So we were able to do that, and then I was able to go to church Sunday morning. And then afterwards, there was some good times with my daughter. And then we went to celebrate a birthday, and that was good. So thankful for all these things. And you know, I found a verse, one of the many verses that I've written on slips of paper, and I try to memorize these. And this one is Psalm 5, 11 and 12. Let all those rejoice who put their trust in you. Let them ever shout for joy because you defend them. I don't always feel like shouting, but there's a joy that's a shouting kind of joy inside of me, in my heart. And it says, let those also who love your name be joyful in you. For you, O Lord, will bless the righteous. With favor you will surround him as with a shield. And I know he's shielding me, and he's giving me joy and blessing me. Here's an old song I found called He's the One. I used to sing this quite a bit when I was younger in the South, and we were going to a church that they were very expressive in the way they praised the Lord. And when I sang this one, and when I would get to the chorus, yes, there's one, because it asked the question, is there anyone can help us? One who understands our hearts. So every single verse ends up with a question mark. And then the chorus says, yes, there's one. And they would be so excited. Those old saints would just raise hankies and wave them, and some of them would say, well, glory. And it was a joy to sing for those people. So he's the one. I will sing, let's see, verse 1 and verse 2, I believe. Yeah. Is there anyone can help us? One who understands our hearts when the thorns of life have pierced them till they bleed. One who sympathizes with us, who in wondrous love imparts just the very, very blessing that we need. Yes, there's one, only one, the blessed, blessed Jesus, he's the one. When afflictions press the soul, when waves of trouble roll, and you need a friend to help you, he's the one. Is there anyone can help us when the load is hard to bear, and we faint and fall beneath it in alarm? and the heavy burden share, and support us with an everlasting arm. Yes, there's one, only one, the blessed, blessed Jesus, He's the one. When afflictions press the soul, when waves of trouble roll, and you need a friend to help you, He's the one.